Hello children, good evening. Yesterday I explained to you the method how to calculate domestic national income, any of the aggregate of macroeconomics by income method. Again I am making you revise for 1 minute. First you are supposed to add three components of domestic factor income. That is compensation of employees, that is income from work, operating surplus, this is income from property and entrepreneurship, rent, interest, royalty and profit. Then you have to add mixed income of self-employed. By adding three components, we get NDP at FC. Why it is NDP at FC? Because till now we have not added depreciation, so it is net. Till now we have not added net factor income and from abroad, so it is domestic. Till now we have not added net indirect taxes, so it is at factor cost. We only added till now domestic factor income. After this, after getting NDP at FC, which is also known as domestic income, you are supposed to check what is asked in the question, right? And accordingly do the treatment with this. If you will be asked gross in the question, so you have to add depreciation. Net will be converted into gross. If you have to calculate national, then NFIA will be added with domestic. You will get national. If you have to calculate MP, then you have to add NIT, net indirect taxes, with factor cost. Then factor cost will be converted into market price. So what you are supposed to do must, you have to add first three components of domestic factor income. Stop. What it comes, that is NDP at FC. Check your question and do the treatment with depreciation, NFIA and net indirect taxes. Today I decided to teach you steps and precautions through income method. Steps very simple, as I explained to you in value added method. First I will identify the production unit, the enterprises which employ the factor services, factor inputs, right? We will identify all those enterprises, production units which hire the factor services like land, labor, capital and enterprise, right? Who employ the factor services, right? First step, identification of production unit employing the factor inputs, right? Next, classification of factor payments by all the enterprises, right? Into three main components. This is what here COE, OS and mixed income, right? Then we have done the classification of factor payment by all the enterprises into three main heads, which is COE, operating surplus and mixed income. After doing the identification and classification, what we are supposed to do? We have to calculate domestic income. What is domestic income? This is NDP at FC. Already I discussed with you. So to calculate domestic income NDP at FC, what we have to do? We have to do the sum of domestic factor income COE plus operating surplus plus mixed income. Yesterday I explained to you again. I am revising you how it is calculated domestic income, which is NDP at FC, by adding all three main components of domestic factor income: COE, compensation of employees, plus operating surplus plus mixed income. Then calculation of national income. What is domestic income? NDP at FC. And what is national income? This is NNP at FC. So to convert domestic income NDP at FC into NNP at FC. So what is the difference here? Only domestic to national. Right? To convert domestic into national, what we are supposed to do? We have to estimate. First we have to estimate what? NFIA. How to estimate NFIA? Factor income earned from abroad minus factor income paid to abroad. That is the estimation of NFIA. After doing the estimation of NFIA, we are supposed to add net factor income earned from abroad with the domestic income NDP at FC to convert the same into NNP at FC. So if in question, in examination, it comes that discuss the steps to calculate domestic income by income method. So your answer will be ended here only after the third step, where we are doing the calculation of domestic income. You are not supposed to add fourth step only just to calculate national income. So read the question carefully, whether the question is asking the steps calculating domestic income or calculating national income. National income all four, domestic income till third point you have to write. So this question yesterday I have seen the sample paper issued by CBSE, latest sample paper, right? Here the same question is asked as per 3 mark. 3 steps you have to write: identification, classification, calculation. Now nothing is difficult. The same yesterday I explained in the numerical also. First we have to calculate, you have to identify the production unit who hire the factor services. After identification, we have to classify the factor payment made by all enterprises into COE and OSN, mixed income. After adding all three components, we are getting domestic income. After estimating NFIA, factor income from abroad minus factor income to abroad, estimation. Then we have to add NFIA with domestic and DPFC to convert the same into national income. It is very simple, right? Now, I am coming to precautions. What precaution we have to take while calculating any of the aggregates of national income by income act? First point, already explained to you in the second chapter. Factor income, transfer income. What income we are adding here? Factor income, because it is bilateral. So what income we are not adding? Transfer income. So first precaution we have to take, the transfer income we are not supposed to add, because it does not add to the current flow of goods and services, right? It does not add to the production. Because it is unilateral, one-sided, right? Second point, the income and through the sale of second-hand goods should not be included, because second-hand good is not the production of this year. That is the production of the previous years. And national income we calculate for the same year, right? So the income through the sale of second-hand goods should not be included. But the commission, right, which is paid to the broker, agents, right, to sell any commodity. You suppose at your home you want to sell your old car, right, and you are hiring an agent to make this sale easy and more profitable to you, right? So what you will do, you will take the services from agent, right? So that should be added, commission which is paid to the here broker or the agent in the sale of second hand goods should be included. Next point you have to take care, windfall gain. What is windfall gain? All of a sudden money comes to us, like कौन बनेगा करोड़पति, all of a sudden, right? Lottery, understood? Lottery, we won any money amount. So nothing we contributed to production by this, right? But we get the income. So as it is not increasing the income of the nation, so it should not be included. Windfall income. All of a sudden, without contributing to production, it come to us, should not be included, right? Next point, if suppose I am residing in my own house, right? So imputed value of rent should be included in the estimation of domestic or national income. Because if suppose I am not the owner of this house, then I have to take on rent. So that is why we include the imputed value of rent of owner occupied house in the calculation of domestic or national income. Next one, you know that if suppose the income earned through the sale of shares, debentures, bonds should not be included because these are the mere paper claim, mere the change of ownership. If suppose I will sell the shares which is owned by me at this moment to you, so what will happen? Only the ownership has been changed. Earlier these shares belong to me. Now after the sale these shares belong to you. But nothing is added in the production by this activity, right? So never, whether it is new or old, new also we do not add, new share, value of new share, and the income through the sale of share, bonds, debentures never be included in the calculation of domestic or national income by income method, because this is only the mere paper claim. Understood? So we are not supposed to, it does not affect the output of a country, it does not add anything towards the flow or current flow of goods and services, so it should not be included. So these are the various precautions which we are supposed to take, and be focused on your term 1 examination. Don't think that this is term 1, this is your examination. Only you have to think this is your examination. So prepare well so that you can test your knowledge through this examination, because examination the school is conducting to check your knowledge, what preparation you have done till now. So, and you can check only when you are well prepared. So be focused on your preparation, and here check what is the preparation you have done and what is left to improve. So have a nice day ahead. Thank you so much. Like if you are understanding the concept, subscribe, and here give comment. I will try to give you questions in the uh, description box also. So today you will find out the answer of these questions, which I will give in description box, right, and share in the comment box. So you have to check the knowledge you are getting through my channel, right? Thank you and have a good night, all of you.